I read 20 fantasy romance books this year. Let's talk about it. Hi, book club besties. Welcome back to the One-Sided Book Club. My name is Raven, your resident Kindle girly, and today's meeting is officially in session. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Romantasy books that I've read since January. I have a list of 19 books. 19 books since January 1st. Okay, quick backstory. So January 1st, actually I think it was like December, my cousin asked me if I wanted to participate in a book club with her. It's not your typical book club. It was more like we have a goal to read a certain amount of books. You read your books. You share what books you recommend, what books you don't recommend every, I think, quarter. And that basically got me back into reading, which I'm super grateful for. Shout out to my cousin. But because of that, I've always loved reading. So once I got started, it was like a waterfall effect. I started reading on my phone, and then I got a Kindle for my birthday. Shout out to my parents. And ever since then, your girl's been running. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video, shall we? I'll do my best to not spoil anything for anyone, but I cannot promise that I won't, say too much, okay? So these are in no particular order. We're just gonna rank them. I do have a star rating experience or graphic that basically explains like where I'm getting my ratings from. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. I will insert an image here. Okay. So, we're going from 1 star to 5 stars. Just a quick rundown in case you didn't see it. 1 star, did not finish. Rode the struggle bus. Got off early. Okay. 5 stars, chef's kiss. No notes. Ate it up. Loved it. Would definitely go back and do it again. Okay. Everywhere in between, we'll talk about when we get there. Okay. So the first book, we're gonna start off with. Is it even on here? Okay, yeah. So the first book we're gonna start off with is Fourth Wing. Fourth Wing. I know. It's very cliche. If you're a BookTok girly, Fourth Ring or ACOTAR probably got you into the realm of fantasy romance. And let's just say she got me too, okay? If it wasn't for Fourth Ring, I would not have probably fallen down the rabbit hole that I fell down. So I'm going to say for me personally, because it was my first one, Fourth Wing was really a 4 for me. It was a 4. It was a great read. It was occasional hiccups where I was like, I don't really like that. But I overall loved the book. I did not want to put the book down. Okay, okay. Book 2 in the Fourth Wing series is Iron Flame. Iron Flame, I'm also going to give a 4, maybe a 4.5, because when I say ate it up. The end of it, chokehold. Yeah, it had me. I don't know if I should necessarily give I don't want to give too much. Fourth Wing and Iron Flame for 4.5. Okay. Next we have ACOTAR. Now, I will say I only read ACOTAR because my best friend said that she read it, and that's my sis. So if she like it, it was a strong likelihood that I would like it, and did. Okay. When I say I loved it. I loved it. I am going to give it again a 4 just because there are other books in that series that like 5, 5, 5. So I'm going to give that one a 4. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And then A Court of, gosh, what is it? A Court of Wings and Ruin. That one, let me see. Was it A Court of Wings and Ruin that was my fave? A Court of Wings and Ruin. I think that was the one where like I fell in love. So I'm going to give that one a 5 star. And then A Court of Frost and Starlight. She was a 3. Didn't hate her. But A Court of Mist and Fury, I'm going to give another 4. Oh, wait, this one really had me in a chokehold. What's this? This is Mist and Fury. Mist and Fury had me in a chokehold. I'll give her 4.5. Because that was the one where the plot twist. I'm going to give her a 4.5. And then the book with Nesta, A Court of Silver Flames. Now, when I heard other people talk about this book, I was just sure that it was going to be my least favorite book. I was incorrect. Don't get me wrong. Nesta gonna piss you off. But she's broken. She's hurt. Hurt people. So, but that book, loved it. Loved her. I'll give her a 5. And then I think that's it for that one. Can't wait until the next one comes out. Okay. I will say after I read this one, I did attempt to read the Throne of Glass series, but I did not finish. I think I got like 3 books in. So I did. We'll get there. Okay, so ACOTAR. Loved her. Overall, this series, currently, there's still 2 more books to come out. I'm going to give the series currently a 4 because I'm waiting not so patiently for the next one to come out. So, yes. Now, I think my favorite book that I've read since January is Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport. One, we love a Black author. I'm sorry. But Black fantasy author, friend, where have you been? That book, Khadijah, I don't want to give it away, but Princess, rival king, they end up having to force proximity it. And when I say it is a standalone, but when I say you're running the whole time. And I personally like that. I personally loved it. It was a great palate cleanser after I got stuck on Throne of Glass. So, loved it. 5 star, chef kiss. Love the book. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my littles in the background. I have 2 toddlers. They're loud. Anyways, back to the list. Okay, so we did Our Vicious Oaths. We did ACOTAR. We did Fourth Wing. We did... Okay. So, next we have the Direbound series by Sable Sorensen. My friends. Besties. I really enjoyed this one. So first book, I will give a 4.5. Second book, I will give just about the same. I just really enjoyed the whole series. It wasn't God tier only because Our Vicious Oath set such a high bar for me. But I would absolutely recommend Direbound, Furybound. Absolutely. The bonding with the wolf and the it gives you a little bit of the Academy vibes from Fourth Wing. And of course we love our enemies to lovers around here, okay? So yes. Direbound, Furybound, Sable Sorensen, 4.5 stars. Enjoyed it. Next series, the Gods and Monsters series by, what's her name? Amber Nicole. I think Amber Nicole. Book 1, the Book of Azrael. Chef's Kiss. 5-star. Hooked me in to the point where I had to continue the series. I had to. Now, by the time we got to the second book, I'm not mad at. The plot twist was plot twisting. The female main character, it was so many times I told my husband that this lady pissed me off, but I got through her. Book 2 was The Throne of Broken Gods. Like that book still. I will give that a 4 stars. Book of Azrael, I'm gonna give 5. Giving that 5. The third book, The Dawn of the Cursed Queen. Don't hate me, but she was a 3. And it's funny because, what was it, Mother's Day? Yeah, Mother's Day, I saw my family and my auntie was reading the series. She's in love with it. She's in love with the whole series. I think it's 2 more books. The way they ended the third book, it's got to be something else after that. But the third book was a 3. And that's a little disappointing. So I'm hoping that whatever's next does us a little better than that. But like I said, it might have just been a me thing. Check the trigger warnings. Some of the trigger warnings was triggering. And I ain't want to do that with her. So, yes. But overall, I'll give that series a 4, just because we had a 5, 4, and a 3. I ain't gonna hold that against her. You know what I'm saying? If you did love it, and if you read, I don't know if the next book's out. I don't know if book 4 is out. I think my auntie said it is. I gotta check. If you read book 4, let me know. My TBR is long, but let me know. Okay, because I enjoy Sam Keel. I enjoyed Sam Keel. And how he was about his girl. But his girl, anyways, who else is next? I did dip my toe into the Zodiac Academy world. I did not read Zodiac Academy. It is on my TBR. But I read Neverkeep, Echo Fort, and Cindervale. Neverkeep got me. 4.5. Hooked me in. Echo Fort, still decent. A 4. We was carrying, we was moving, we was intrigued. The magic system, the powers, like everything was decent. It was decent. The corruption, decent. Cindervale, I've heard that it's supposed to be cold, but what I got 24% through. It's giving 1. It's giving 1 to me. I'm hoping that maybe it was just where I was at that point in time when I was reading that I couldn't get through it, and I can get through it at a later date. But I don't know. So I've heard that it's so good. But like I said, I was riding the struggle bus for 24% and I got off. I didn't fit. Next book I loved. I'm going to say Quicksilver, but here's the gag. So I started trying to read it on my Kindle. How far did I get? I got... It's not even on here. Oh, there you go. 60% of the way through. And then I switched to the audiobook because everybody kept saying that the audiobook is way, way, way better. And twas. So switch to the audiobook, finish that. I will give that a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. Yeah, sometimes the slow burn be a little bit too slow for me. The enemies be a little too enemy. But the audiobook helped because I didn't have to like physically read it with my own eyeballs. I could just get through it mentally. I am on book 2, Brimstone, and I think I'm on like chapter 30 of Brimstone. I ain't gonna judge her till I'm done, but let's just say she was a little slow to start. And I am a special type of chicken where like it has vampires and like zombie vibes in there. And your girl, like I said, I'm a special type of chicken. I can listen to that during the daytime, but at a certain time, I can't listen to that no more because I have nightmares. So I don't know if that's a trigger warning. But if you a chicken like me, it might be kind of scary and you might not want to listen to it or read it close to bed, okay? I did also read Guild by Raven Kennedy, and I picked it because she was a Raven, and I tried to finish this book several times. Again, I exited the struggle bus early. The first book is a lot of world building and like setting the scene for the trauma and explaining the trauma. And check the trigger warnings. It was a lot. It was a lot for me, a lot of trauma. And so I struggled. I did manage to finish listening to the book, and I don't know, did I start Glint? She's a 1. Guild is a 1, but I've heard that, what's his name? The Rock King? Sledginger or something. I've heard that he's top tier for the bookman. Top tier. So I'm trying to get to it because he seems to be my vibe. And at the end of the book, I think we're getting closer to him. And at the beginning of Glint, I think they started to... She's in enemy hands right now, so she with his people. But I don't know. I want to finish it because I love a Raven. But I don't know, friend. Hype me up in the comments. Let me know. Hype me up because I want to finish it. But right now, she's at the bottom of the bookshelf. Okay. Now, I think we're coming up on the end of the list here. Empire of Throne and Flame by Marion Blackwood. I enjoyed her. I did not get past the first one, and it is a series. I don't know if it's a trilogy or I think it might be a trilogy. But I enjoyed her. The female main character be pushing it for me, but I still liked it because the male main character seemed like he down bad for her. So I love it when a man is down bad. I love it when a man is down bad. Okay. So I will probably continue the rest of that series and later on. But I'm gonna give her a 3 because it was good. We had the trials, we had the battles, you know, all of that, but something ain't pulling me the way I need to be pulled, okay? And then the last one on my list is going to be The Wolf King. I am currently in this series. I'm listening to Brimstone, but I'm reading the Wolf King series. Don't judge me. The Wolf King, friend. I got into it because on BookTok they said that it was like, it's giving recent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's giving Feyre Recent Tamlin, and I'm gonna get in on that. My only issue is like I said, I'm in the second book right now. I finished the first book, Wolf King, loved him. I will give it a... What am I gonna give it? I want to give it a 5. Because I feel like I couldn't put it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give Wolf King a 5. Night Prince, so far I'm really enjoying it. I'm only 6% through, but I am enjoying it. I am concerned if it's giving recent Tamlin Feyre, what's his name? Callum. I just hope he don't piss me off like Tamlin did, because Tamlin lost his mind. Okay? I don't want to spoil it for you, but Tamlin lost his mind. He was completely delusional, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, if you ask me. Okay? So I'm hoping that Callum doesn't go that crazy, overprotective, you know, because they can be bad. We love a protective king. We love that. We love, you know, the princess treatment. We love, like I said, for a man to be down bad, but don't do too much. We also love individuality and freedom, okay? So don't do too much. But that is my only qualm with the Night Prince right now. And like I said, I'm only 6% through. And right now it's giving that he won't be that bad. And Bad Guy Blake? Bad Guy Blake, I'm rooting for you, bro. I hope to see you succeed. But that is my list. Those are the 20 books that I have read, the romance and fantasy books that I've read since January. Let me know in the comments if you have read any of the same books. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my ratings. And let me know which book I should do a review on for my deep dive next. But as of right now, this meeting is adjourned. I'll see you next time, besties.